Hello, welcome to Travel Babble with Basha. Today I am on the RMS Queen Mary. Just to be clear, it is a ship, but it is not the Queen Mary II that's currently sailing with Cunard. It's the original Queen Mary, and it is docked in Los Angeles and serves as a hotel. I needed to be in Los Angeles, and I thought, why not stay somewhere historic and try out a different type of accommodation? I arrived last night, and I am having a blast so far, even though I haven't really had a chance to explore very much due to the fatigue from a long day of travel. But I did get out last night. I was able to walk around. I went looking for some food. I found several places to eat. I ended up just getting a sandwich and some snacks and bringing it back to my room. It wasn't cheap, but that was fine. I got enough food to have something left over for this morning. I had a blueberry muffin, I had a cinnamon roll, and I was good to go, a sandwich for last night. Not a problem. There was also another restaurant that was right down from there. I glanced at the menu really quick, but I didn't really take a look. So I will hopefully look at that later today so I can give you a fuller report. The places that I saw were very historic and very nice. But I'm going to get into that more later. Today, I just want to introduce you to my stateroom. It is a stateroom because it is a ship. Now, I'm staying in an inside room with a king-size bed. The bed last night was wonderful. Being a solo travel, I had plenty of room to spread out. I had plenty of room to put a book beside me, put my tablet beside me, and pick it up to read. It was wonderful, and of course, it had the lovely pillow. It did have 4 large pillows, which were more than adequate for leaning, for sleeping, for curling around. I really enjoyed it. Let me take you back from my experience of arrival. Now, you may have heard me say before that I travel with way too much luggage, and because I'm going to be gone for almost 3 months, and yesterday was the start of my journey, I do have a lot of luggage. I bring things that don't always go back home, so it tends to get smaller unless I buy things, and hopefully I won't. But I got dropped off by a taxi, and I started looking and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, it's a long ways to the entrance. I am used to getting dropped off right at the front door. A valet comes out or somebody comes out, takes my stuff. There was nobody there. But they had a sign that said, if you need help with luggage, gave me a number to call, and told me to press 0. I talked to the operator. They immediately sent somebody out on a golf cart to pick me up. Very nice gentleman. He put my luggage on the back of the golf cart. I climbed on. He brought me right to the door. In order to get on the ship, I had to give him my name because it does cost if you're just visiting the ship. If you're staying here, they have a list of all the hotel guests. He checks your name on there, and then he wheeled me in. He waited over to the side as I checked in. There was a little bit of a line, but it went rather quickly, and I was able to get to my stateroom. As I said, I am staying in an inside room. I've stayed in inside rooms on ships that are currently sailing, but this was an inside room, of course, on a ship that used to sail. I wish my other inside rooms were this big. As I said, I have the king-size bed. I have 2 chairs with a little table, and right now it's a disaster, but I'll show you pictures I took when I first arrived before I made it a disaster. Nice little spot. There's also a closet over on the side of the room. It's not very large. It's not a big deal for me because I specifically packed so that I wouldn't have to unpack everything, and I would only need to get into my one carry-on bag, which would have everything I would need for the few days I was on the Queen Mary. Other places in the room, there's 2 bedside tables, very convenient. There's a clock on one of them, a phone that I doubt I'll ever use, but it's there. There's also a TV in the room, and I've had it on. Now, one thing I will tell you, their walls are thin, and I actually have a connecting door to the room next door. There were apparently some people in there last night. I was tired last night, and I fell asleep probably a little earlier than normal. I don't know when they were there, but I did hear them this morning. I could hear every word they said. So I waited to make this video till they left. But keep that in mind if you're staying here, whether it's a connecting door or just a wall, you may be able to hear, and your neighbors may be able to hear everything you say. There's not a lot of outlets. I have one outlet, and luckily I had my extension cord on my backpack, and I was able to plug that extension cord in, and then I could charge all my electronics that got drained over my travel time. As far as the bathroom, it's a nice big bathroom, and I really enjoyed it. The shower got hot. I took a few minutes just to make sure I understood the controls. They were a little bit backwards than what I was expecting, but very easy to figure out. There is shampoo, there is conditioner, and there is body gel in the shower. I'm very picky sometimes about my conditioner. I thought, I'll try it out. I used it. It was fine for me. It depends on what you like, but I was happy with what was provided. One thing, I was tired when I got here, and I wanted to take a shower to rinse off because somebody had spilled coffee all over me and my stuff on my travels, and I wanted to wash that off. So I quickly got in the shower, not thinking about the towels. Not the best idea, but I thought, oh, when I started to get out, they'll be right here. It makes sense they would be within an easy reach. They are not. They are clear across the room. So you do have to get out. The floor could be slippery, so be careful if you haven't thought of this like I didn't. Walk across the floor and get a towel. There's the sink. It has some lotion. It had a hard bar of soap. Again, towels were over in the other area, so I moved something over. A toilet, no big deal. One thing that is different, because this is an older ship, are the way the lights work. I really enjoyed the light switches. They go up and down just like most light switches, but they just look a little different. I just thought that was a nice little historical touch. One of the things that's funny is when you walk in the room, you immediately feel like you're going down. And as I get up and walk around to different areas of the room, it almost feels like I'm on a ship and it's swaying, but it's not. The floor is uneven. So you need to be very careful as you walk around, because as you go one way, you may go down, you may go up, and as you walk into the bathroom or you walk out into the hallway, there is a little bit of a lip and an up and a down there. So you just need to be aware of that. The decor is a little old-fashioned. It's a little on the dull side, I would say, but that brings out the historical presence. And to me, it was fun. I loved the two chairs because they did look older. I loved the older table, and it really brought it out. I did think that especially the bedside tables needed to be refinished. They don't just look old or antique, they actually look worn out, and they really should be fixed up. So that, yes, that is. The lights that are in the room, they're not very bright, but they're good enough. The one that's over the bed, when I was reading in the dark a little bit, it wasn't as bright as I would like it, but it is an old-fashioned looking light. So far, I have enjoyed my time on the Queen Mary. As I said, just keep in mind that the walls are thin, people can hear you. The door to the hallway does not go on the floor. There's a little bit of a gap beneath it, so again, I could hear everybody walking past in the hallway. Luckily, I'm the very end room. I'm on the starboard side, all the way at the back of the ship. And so not everybody's walking past here, which is a good thing. If you get a chance, if you're in LA, try out the Queen Mary. You can come for day visits. There's tours that you can take. There's paranormal tours. I will caution you, they say it's haunted. I have yet to see a ghost, but I am hoping that sometime today, or I may go on a ghost walk tonight. So enjoy it. Go pack your bags. Come stay at the Queen Mary. And I'm going to go out and explore the ship for more future reports. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel so that you can see those future reports.